That's okay. Now you can hear me. I didn't even realize I had it muted. My bad. Let me turn that down just a hair. Wow. Okay. Yeah, plenty loud. Sorry about that. Shit. We can get moved on over into this section so that way you can at least see what I'm seeing. And I don't want a sphere at all. So get out of here. Waiting for my mates to join if anybody does join. I said I was gonna start right at the 30. Might start a little early though. It's not like it'd hurt. Go ahead and start making the sword. Boop, boop. One thing that sucks about shapelab is trying to select any specific number. New. It's been a minute since I've been on this program. I gotta remember how to like do everything. Yeah. There we go. That's the menu I wanted. Transform. Didn't mean to do that. Do that. Just set everything to default. Alright, we're going to lower this down to pretty damn low. Make it a pretty bare bones poly as possible. Still trying to give people time to hop in if people hop in. I don't know if anybody will. I'm also still new to this stuff. I don't know how to do any of this. Settings? Is that where I want to go? No, definitely not there. There was a place I wanted to go specifically. There we go. That's where. Awesome. So now that I'm here, there we go. Alright. This is a very rough line. We're gonna move all of this stuff around. I don't want none of this like that, if I can help it. That's not gonna help me out with doing what I want. So what I might have to do is increase the poly count just by a little bit. Remesh, apply. And what this did was make it way too high. It's like multiple thousand. Yeah, it's up to 200,000. Yeah, we don't need that many polys. Bring that down. That's too many. Why did you like take it down that much like that? I don't like the shape of that. That's the only issue I have with that. We'll do dynamic resolution. That way it increases it. And then we can target it at the edge. I'm hoping I can get some lines on the when I decide to destroy the amount of polys. I don't know what a good word for it is. I don't know jargon. I'm self-taught on most of this shit. But I'm trying to figure out if I can get good lines on the edge. So that way I can get an actual sharp pressed edge onto it. I didn't mean to do that. Bring it back down. Bring it down again. What I could probably do is just move it all in and then remap it. I was thinking if I could just get it, like a line of polys just on the edge, I could make it a very sharp edge, easy with little effort. That's my thought process. So now this needs to go here. Try to remesh this edge so that way it looks good and see what it comes out as. Because I get like these really bad tears and rips in it if it does it wrong. And these will not disappear easy. Maybe what if I just make it... What if I do a trim? Not trim, what if I do a flatten? That got me an edge, but it flattened it as well. Completely too hard. I need like... flattened, but like not destroyed. Or you know what? I could just do this a little bit easier, I think. Let's take this back to default. Let's give me back my default block. Go back. All the way back to my default block. There we go. And then I could probably just cheat it if I can make it narrower. No, we're not separating. Not yet. Wait, am I not selected onto it? Why am I not selected? There we go. Geometry. Well, we're going to rotate it. Not on that one. We're going to reset you. There we go. Make life easy. Thank you. I didn't even know that was an option here. Oh, that's awesome. That helps so much. Oh, fuck. Because now I can get it perfectly wide out. I can mess with location, but why can't I get more than just... Why is it XYZ scale and not the full thing? I mean, I guess technically it wouldn't matter if I just got in and just pulled out one section. Because I could just grab this out. And this would be the polygons I would want right here. I'm just going to yank it out first, make my life easy. And I think I can kind of sort of just line up the polygons as I go. So a lot of it is just putting things where you need it. And in VR, it's kind of a difficult challenge to like be accurate with everything because nothing's computer input. You have to do it with your own hand. There we go. I'm gonna get me a base shape for now, and then I'll probably look at like some images and stuff to like actually put up a sword that I'm gonna want to use. I might go for something like the Dragon Slayer sword from Berserk. Kind of like a lookalike, not exactly it. I'm just gonna kind of go off of whatever my mental image of it is. Ooh. Yeah, see, these polys moved way too much. I'll probably put them a little too high. It ain't gotta be 100% perfect. I just gotta make one side kind of where I want it. Focus one side, get it looking good, and then I can transform it and paste it onto the other side. And kinda where I want it. Where is topology? Yeah, there we go. So what we'll do is we'll do Z. We're going to invert that, and we're going to apply the edge to the other side to give me my flat edge that I developed. But that also gave me a weird way. So let me see if I do Z and do it the other way. That didn't do it the way I thought it was good. I'll do it that way. And there we go. That's a little better. Although it did something weird right there. And why would it do that? That's why. Because I'm not on the line. I have to be aligned. Ah. There we go. So let me push this back along the line. There we go. And then this right here is not bad. Let's go out a little bit. And then, yeah, I think we can make that work. And then my arrow is pointing towards that way. apply, and we have very minimal de-edging. It kept its edge very nicely. It added a few polys here and there that I didn't need, but I can oversimplify those polys at a later time. For now, let's just get my edge and everything to where I like it. Right now, it's not too bad. And now we're going to do that, and do it on Y, and we're going to do that. And there we go. And then we can do the x-axis, do that, and voila. Now we have a sword section. Which now we can clone, and then we can use translation and move it straight up and add it into the next section. We can kind of meld it and do that, and then we'll clone it and do the same thing. We'll get one more section. How many of these do I want? Like, if I'm going to be wielding this thing and I want it to be like a berserk sword, I'm probably going to want to get like all of them. So we're going to quick select everything. Select all. We're going to click clone. And then we're going to do that. And in the top section, I can meld into a tip. Or actually, I don't even think I need that section right up there. It's a bit too much. Like, if I wanted, like, say that big, it's already pretty big with that. 1, 2, 3. Do I want it 4 links long? I mean, I want it when I swing it to be, like, big. How big do I want it, though? I think about that big. It's more than fine if I made that one the tip. Cut off right there. I can make it a tip and go, vroom. Yeah, I don't need that many. So what we'll do is we'll go right here. We'll turn that back off. We'll extend on this. And now we will make a tip. We're going to click on what is just that? Yeah, I think that's what I want. We're going to invert you. We're going to turn you into a cube. And we do not want you to do surface line. No rotation. There we go. I want that to be off. I want the strength to stay the same, and no fall off. No fall off at all. So what I got is what I got. Could do it like that. That did not just delete it. So we're going to see what we can get away with right there alone. We're going to go X. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. And then we're going to come over here. We're going to hit that smooth. And we're going to smoothen it. And then we're going to take this tip right here, because that is an atrocity right there. That looks horrible. I'm going to click on clay. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to invert it. And then we're going to take that strength. We're going to take that fall off. We're going to lower it down. We're going to just do that. And that. I need to destroy whatever the fuck's going on right there. So we're going to re-put it back together, actually. We're going to try that again. We're going to try and use this one instead. Yeah, that was a much better, much smoother operation. Oop, didn't mean to do that. I kinda like that. Let me see. If I'm like down here and I'm wielding it. Yeah. I like that. I can do that. So that'll work. Then we can do that and apply it, and then we get my tip. Boop, go back. And now, yeah. That looks good. We're gonna do that. We're gonna smoothen it. Now, why would I smooth it? Someone would say, because I want it refined. The next biggest thing is I can't do that. I just realized I can't like get that tip without possibly fucking shit up. Maybe I can. And there we go. We can point in it a little bit more. And go right here. And we can do that and nullify that little bump. And then we can do that and that. And there we go. We got a little tip. A little nib. I do think I could do a little more gentle. Like right here. This is me just being finicky. I want to get like the minute edging looking okay. Because I'm planning on fixing it anyway. Like all these seams are going to vanish as I meld these together. I just got to get everything together and get them melded. Which won't take me too much to do. I just got to go over here. Click all. And do I want to merge it yet, though? Yeah, I think I can do that, and it wouldn't be too bad. And then I can fix up the nib at the tip. What we'll do is we'll do this. Now what we'll do is we'll remesh it first. There we go. So now all the sections have been conjoined. Then we're going to basically decimate it. That's actually a perfect word for it. We're going to decimate it and lower the poly count by a dramatic amount. And now it's all focused on the edging. Of course it is, because why wouldn't it be? Logically, it would be focused on the edging. Now what we'll do is we'll lower the strength a little bit. And we will focus the edge a little bit. And we'll just smoothen out the edging completely from top to bottom. I'm kind of just fiddling with it. I'm trying to get a shape that just semi looks good to me. Like that ruined the edging entirely, but like the edging is not perfect anyway. So maybe if I overextend it and I target key points. No. Okay. Let's try lowering the poly count even more. And then more, and then more. And let's see what the edge looks like. Basically a giant triangle all the way down, which is good. And then this I can kind of work with, I think. So what we'll do is we're going to extend it so that way I can really see what I'm working with. We're going to bring it down. We're going to pull out the edge just a bit more. We're going to pull this in, put the edge right there. We're going to put this down. We're going to put this up. We're going to align it. We're going to pull this and this end. So here's what we're going to do now that we did that. We're going to do topology transform. Whoa, why are you not aligned? What the fuck? So this is an awkward alignment for it to take. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to align the origin again. Or we'll do the transform. We're going to reset everything. We're going to reset the location. Put my weapon back where it belongs. Now we will go to transform. We're going to go across the X. We're going to do that. And then we'll go across the Z. Which side do I like more? This side. And now, oh, I am malaligned, which is not bad. And now we're going to go across the X that way, and then across the Z that way. We're going to do it across the Z. We're going to revert that again. Do it that way. And there we go. Now we have a big ass sword that you can use. At least a sword blade. We still need to build a tang or a handle and a cross guard and a pommel, which shouldn't take too long. So now the next thing we're gonna need is our cylinder. Which I think I'll make the tang first. We're gonna do this. We're gonna reset you. Reset you. And why are you? No, nine kinds of fucked up. Can we stop doing that? And now we're going to go negative 25. Right? No. Maybe we want clear 25. Oh no, 25 is just large. So I was right. So we're gonna go like negative 5. Clear negative 2. Why did you not clear? Negative 2. Clear negative 1. There we go. And now I got a handle for my sword, which I want it to be about that big. Which, damn, it's actually a pretty decent handle, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna clone you. We're gonna activate you. And we're gonna pull you down. we're gonna invert selection. We're going to merge. We're going to remesh it to one object. Then we're going to bring it down to about 4,000. And not too bad, not too shabby. There's obviously the melding mark that it did when it did a meshing. It did not separate, it did not carry that over properly. Do not like the way that looks. So we're going to take it across the Z. We're going to want it pushed away from me. We're going to want to get that melding mark all the way around. And then we're going to take the X and apply that, and there we go. Now we got the nice melding mark all the way around, and all of my points for my polys are all in one section. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And now we're going to need to make a simple crossguard. How does a sword look without poly? It's definitely sharp. It's very hard to tell where the rounded edge is as a base mat. But it is definitely there. It's not bad. This handle feels like it's really small for the sword. But the handle's about the size. It's actually a little narrower, I think. I wonder if I could just do a quick inflate with a 0 fall off and high strength. That was definitely an interesting style for the we're gonna do that, we'll do that, and then we'll do that. Oh, it's really long. That's what it is. We don't even need all of that. Clay carve. Why is it not deleting it? Masking, stamping, standard. There was a way to like just straight up delete it. I know there was. What about you? And we. No. Yeah, there we go. I needed to turn that off, and that allows me to effectively bring that down, I think. And then we'll remesh you again. And then we're going to run over you with a smooth, because by God, that was fucking asinine. They'll come over you with an inflate for a brief second. This will allow me to add good texture to it too, I think. We'll go to, yeah. And that's not bad, I gotta say, for a handle. It feels just about right, actually, now. Now we need a crossguard. Which the original Dragon Slayer didn't have a crossguard, but I kind of want a crossguard. So, gotta look at swords and see what the crossguard would look like. What kind of crossguard I want. I'm just kind of on Google looking at swords. Of course, most of that brings up that type of sword, the katana, which is not at all what I'm taking any of my reference from. And the worst part is it's most of them are like crossguardless katanas, like katanas with no crossguard too. I mean, there's just straight up the berserk sword. Which, yeah, it's pretty much akin to what I just made right here. If I wanted to make that silver lining, I'd either need to have someone put it on as a texture or redo mine and put an edging, a different edging onto it, so that way it'd be two different textures. Could do a cloth wrapping. What the fuck? Most big swords don't go for a crossguard, which I understand, I guess. If you're going for fake and broke, you might as well run along with that theme. You don't need a crossguard if you got a sword that weighs 5 tons that you're swinging around at people. But I want a good looking crossguard. And I don't want like an overbuilt like base crossguard. I just want a crossguard. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I think just a block of metal and a slight slant. Okay, so I think I have an idea. What I kind of wanting to do, I think. So we're going to create another object. And this time we're going to show it. Yeah. Of course, it's not going to go in there right. So I got to go to transform. Basically going to vaporize all location data and vaporize all of that. And we're going to want to rotate it on the x-axis. And we're going to do it by 90 degrees. Scratch that. We're going to do it on the z-axis. And we're going to do it on 90 degrees. No Y rotation. None of that. We're going to do this 90 degrees. And then we're going to come over here to the Y. Do -1. -0.5. 7. I like that. -0.7. -0.7 it is. And now we're going to destroy your polygons. We're going to restore your polygons. And we're going to do that. We're going to run a quick thing right there. Speaking of, we are going to stop sounding like a goddamn depressed motherfucker. We're going to sure, we'll do that. We're going to try and regularize everything. No, that's a bad idea. That's right. I can only do Z and X, Zeta and X. So now we have a basic crossguard, but it's not stylized in any form or fashion. Now I'm thinking we go like this, and then we smooth the tip. We nib it. And then we drag out another tip. And then we're going to want that tip as close to like there as possible. And we're going to show it that way because I want it to keep narrow. And then we're going to obviously do it that way. Yeah, okay. Oop, that's not smooth. There we go. And we're going to inflate right there. I'm going to smoothen it down. We're going to get right there. I'm going to go right there. And then we're going to do that. And now we're going to remesh it. We're going to drop it back down. And then we'll remesh it one more time. And then we're going to run smooth. Oof. And then we're going to... No, we're not going to run that. We're going to do that. We're going to keep it there. We'll run smooth after. We're going to try and inflate the core. We're going to inflate the core. We're going to smooth down the edge. And then we're going to do that and that. And then that and that. And then we will reduce poly count. And then we're going to try and make a little tentacle thingy. Little tentacle. No. What if we do that? Okay, that's kind of nifty looking. And then we can come right here. We'll smooth it down. We'll move it in. I want to grab the whole damn thing. And then we're going to run a smooth tool along the edge right here and along right here. And then we will do this. Apply and apply. And now the next thing to do is to run the smooth tool along the edge right here. Make it wrap. We're going to do that. Then that. That's nifty. if we... I'm gonna try and do that. And then we will run an inflate along right here. We're going to lower that strength by quite a bit. We're going to do slow inflation along the ream. We're going to do it along right here. And then we're going to run a smooth, very briskly. And we're going to apply. We'll run an inflate right here. Apply and apply. We're going to run the smooth. No. We're going to run the smooth right here. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to do that. And that. And now what we're going to do is we will take the move. We will now move it into the blade. I don't care what happens at the bottom because I'll fix up the bottom, of course. First important thing is just getting into the blade and into a depth that I am happy with, while simultaneously not overcorrecting certain features. Do X, boom, boom, boom. And now here we go. Oh, get back on there. I'm just having fun with this. This is fucking weird looking. Let's see. Can I reduce you by an amount? There we go. Oh, there we go. Boom, boom. I kind of like the way this crossguard looks. It's kind of nice. It's way too big. It's way too small. It's gotta be. It's the one that's like. It's not. I didn't go extreme on the length, so there's like a fine balance between it being just too fucking big and being too small. It's one hell of a bastard sword. I kind of like that. This looks good. The pommel's nice and nifty. It's its own unique design. Um, Not the pommel, the fucking crossguard. I was thinking about. I don't know how I would do a wrap around the handle though. How many? Can I like bring you down to 8? With very little deterioration. No, I can't, because I think that'll have a large deterioration effect. Because if I were to get off of you and looked at you now, yeah, too big of a deterioration effect. I can't go down that low, but what if I bring it down that much instead? It's not bad. It's not as bad. Still looks good. You can still make out details. Yeah, I think that's good enough. And that is a pretty low count. 300, it's not bad. This one needs to be, it's at 1,000 right now. We do need to bring it down a large portion, which is just a handle, and it's, I don't even know if that's going to be the finalized handle. It's just kind of like a placeholder handle. So I can probably keep, that completely annihilated it. That also completely annihilated it. That is a very rough looking handle. Granted, it doesn't need to be that high poly, but I do want it to at least be cylindrical to some capability. There we go, that's good enough. And this is 118. This one I have to be very gentle with, because if I fuck it up, the edge alignment and everything is gone. Ooh. Nope, it's still holding. 44. It looks like it is still holding. Edge, it still fills out everything nice. It's still thick where it needs to be thick. Yep. Alright. I think I'm good with that. Now we got to create a pommel. Which I had an idea. I want to kind of like, I'm thinking I might want to like do something like that. Of course that looks like ass right now. Transform. I don't know why I'm struggling. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. And then we can do this. Damn it. Yeah. Cylinder. And what we'll do is we'll run a smooth right there, right quick. And right there. We'll bring you down. And bring you more rounded down here. There we go. And then we'll do a topology transformation. Definitely don't want you coming towards me. I want you to go away. And we'll take that route instead. We will then remesh you as a whole. And then we're going to bring you way the fuck down. Not bad, not bad. I think we can bring you back down to like there. No, let's go up a little bit higher than that. What are you at? 138? We could probably bring you down to like 57. And that would be fine. Yeah. Alright, cone. We're going to clone you. We're going to transform you. We are going to rotate you 180. Clear. 180. And then we're going to bring you down. Yeah. I like that. I like that a little bit. Hell yeah. I want to separate. How do I select 2 items on here? Why would you get rid? I don't want to get rid of you. Just trying to figure out how to do. There we go. It's been too long. Now we turn you off. Why are you acting like you're merged? Yeah, you're not merged. Separate. Apply. Why can I not join you? Is it because you aren't close enough? Why can't I edit you? What the hell? Oh, is it because everything is locked? Okay, there we go. It's starting to concern me for a minute. All selected. We'll remesh at a low density. Okay, we'll increase your resolution by a little bit more. We really need to be there we go. We'll bring your mesh density even lower. And then we're going to bring your count down to damn near as little as we can get it. Just straight diamond. No, we'll bring you up to like 32. Yeah. Can we bring you down like 23? What about 16? Okay, I'm okay with that. Awesome. I mean, it looks like a little toy sword, but it works. Yeah. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad looking. Is it enough to get like both hands in there if I wanted to? If it wasn't with due to the controllers, yeah, it'd be just enough. I think about yay big. Yeah. Which, goddamn, this thing is giant. This thing's like, if I were standing, it would go just like maybe a foot past my head in real life. The thing would be a giant, so it's going to be at least a 6-foot long sword. Which, I mean, I guess it's not too far off from what a great sword is at times, I think. But I think their handles for a normal greatsword are way longer than mine is. Mine's a really short handle for a greatsword. I do want to... I want this to be smoother. I do. I just don't like how rough it looks. Do that. I want to bring it down narrower. I want it narrower. It needs to be flatter. It needs flat as an ironing board. That's not bad. I'm a little more okay with that. Yeah, there we go. I feel like that's a little better. And then we can remesh it at a low poly count. Note this got to be at least at a certain resolution. Otherwise it's going to be fucked. And then we're going to bring it down to about 6,000. I think we can go down to about 500. No, we cannot. We can bring it down to 1,000. We can. Yeah, we can. We can do 1,000. 1,000 is not too bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4-part sword. It's a very basic sword, but this kind of matches with the design I like. I would try to do more and put more into it, but before I do that and I even think about it, let me try and save this and let me see what my where my things at. 3D models, full body pins, scenic, scenic, decorations, nature. I gotta open up my files. I gotta make custom folders for this because I like to organize everything for all of this. It just makes my life so much easier, especially later when I go looking for it, to not have to like dig through folder after folder. Okay. And now let's do that and then do that. Items, and this will be I'm gonna call it Dragon Slayer by me. Because this is my variant of a Dragon Slayer. And then we're going to export it as an FBX. My computers there, 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 there. Now, how big of a file are we looking at right now? 58 KB is not bad for something that has so many polygons. Because how many does these have? We got 60 for the sword. We've got 56 for that cylinder, over 1,000 for that, and 16 for that. If I hit the sculpt parent, can I see them all? If I were to just merge everything, So 1180 in total. 1.2k. Or yeah, I could look right there. Okay. 1.2k poly. I completely forgot I can look right there. I want to keep them separated because in paint substance painters stuff like that, apparently it makes it easier for the person who's got to make them. You look funky outside of your socket. Is there anything else I want to do with this? I want to see if I can engrave my name onto the weapon, which not hard. It's not hard. Surface snap. Oh, I'm on the wrong fucking. So there we go. Why can I not? What if instead of on you, I put it on here then? There we go. That was weird. It just takes a bit for it to actually register. That's really annoying. Okay. Come on. Nah, I can't like. I wonder if there's like a clever way for me to like. Oh, that's how you delete. That's right. I'm stupid. Square. You know, I know exactly what I'm gonna do now. I have an idea. There we go. One, two, three, three, four. Kind of like a paw. It's a little fucked up paw, but it's like a paw. Stop ringing. There we go. I got a friend that's planning on joining us soon. So I figured we can pull them in and talk to them, and y'all don't gotta just sit here and me in silence trying to overly focus. Because that is something I am trying to do, is overly focus. There we go. And then once he joins, y'all will be able to hear. It is going. It is going. I am trying to see what I should do for like a signature print, because I really want to put one in there, but I got to be careful about poly count still. I want to see what that did to my file size. Save. $751. Will it be as bad if I export it? Yes, it's more. I kind of figured that. So what we need to do is see if I can lower the polygon count. Which I was able to lower it actually quite a bit and not have insane resolution dip. Oh shit, I can make it smaller and that'll make my life easier. Let's try that and see what that does. Um, 66 KB. Why did that not get fucking overwritten? There we go. 54 was 66. It's not horrendous. I think I could probably get it smaller though. Can I go a little bit more? Oh, that fucked the whole thing. Oh yeah, no wait. This one already couldn't be. Yeah. So I already couldn't do it. I had to bring this one down to like 1,000. Oh no, controller died. I knew I was running out of time with this controller, but I was trying to push it until I got done, because I wasn't going to be much longer. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now we're at 16. Let's push it down to literally just barely over 1,000. Okay, the signature's all but gone at that point. So let's bring it down 12. Oh. So it is taking some damage this way. And it is vanishing. That flattened out. It also affected right there. It's not affecting the blade piece. I think this is a little bit more. I think if I would be satisfied with bringing it down this much, and I would be okay with it. So we're going to try and export this real quick and see what that did with the file size. Get down to 53 and 60 KB. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I think that's about all I can really push for, though. I don't think pushing for any more would do me any favors. Yeah, I like it. I like the way this looks. So now that I got it boxed up, I can send it over to my friend. Okay. Oh, good. You know the sword means I can get into call and stream through Discord if you. Yeah. So my friend has offered to do his work on it and let me stream it. I will be given his name, and he's on. What is he on? On Discord. Okay, yeah, I can give you his Discord at least. Then y'all can see who makes my Avi and stuff. Albeit. I'm still waiting on him to arrive though. So there's not much more I can do with this. I'm pretty satisfied with it. So I'm going to transition out of shapelab. Yeah. And y'all can still hear me, so that's plenty good. Yeah, we're going to transition out of shapelab. I've got the file and everything all exported and saved. I am content with this, so I'm going to shut shapelab down. Oh, wow. Image source 1. Yeah. So. Oh. Okay, I see. So even going back to that scene is gonna mess with it. So. How would you not have it? Can we lock it? Nope. So how would you edit other scenes without? I still gotta figure out OBS. I'll be messing with that eventually. um. What the hell? Give me my keyboard back. He'll be on in a short bit, so we're just waiting on him to get here. What a da-da. But yeah, I like the sword. I think the sword looks good. I think it's a good start. Okay, so I'll need to make another scene. We will add a source for this scene. Can I like lock it to the scene?
All right.
There he is.
I know. I'm gone forever. Just give me a quick second.
No worries.
I was sitting there watching your stream. Uh, I fucking um I was looking at when you were putting your name on it. I could just like put that if you made it to where it has a UV map, I can take that into Substance Painter and put that on.
I was figuring you could find a way to put it on there, but I also wanted to like have a definitive way to like embed it into the file.
Yeah, I was looking when you were doing that, and I'm like, oh my God, so many polygons.
Hey, I found a workaround. I found something I think works. It looks sort of like a paw. It fits me.
I also saw that you like you grabbed part of it and like almost like broke. You could like break it in half in that application.
There's a lot you could do in there, and I have to be very
It was funny.
careful.
Anyway, let me get my thing up.
Yeah, right now I got a black screen on there because I'm trying to set up the source for Discord.
Yeah, I need to find my Twitch studio.
I could do window capture. That's right. Window Discord. There we go. Yeah, capture audio. Okay. There we go. Now people can see the Discord.
There it is. There it is. I got Streamlabs.
Hoorah!
Yeah, that's the cool stuff, you know. Super cool.
I was halfway debating because I'm also it's not just streaming. I'm also got it recording at the same time, so that way I can upload it later. And I was halfway debating on
Yeah.
like cutting it short and then like letting people go to your channel to watch the rest, and then we
Oh,
could like advertise each other. But then I also consider the fact I can also put it in here and still advertise you and your work real time as well.
yeah. No, I was. What I was thinking is, if you wanted to stream it on your channel, me working on it, and then I can stream it on mine as well, and then we could stream it together. And that way, you can. Also shows on your channel from start to finish, so people get that,
Yeah,
and so they don't have to stop changing off of your channel to
yeah.
to be able to watch it.
Hunt somebody else
Which,
down and then watch and do all that extra.
yeah, exactly.
I also wasn't sure what category to put this on Twitch. I'm like, it's
I think it would be
art.
art.
That's what
It
I
would be art.
thought, but then I saw like software and game development, and I was like, well, technically we're putting this into a game, and it is 3D modeling is a part of the game development.
Yeah. Switch it to art.
Okay.
So I would. Let me. I'm waiting for the project to open right now. So that's gonna take a little bit.
No worries. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot you the file.
Yeah. I'm gonna text you real fast though.
I'm also gonna change it in OBS. Damn, I can't do it. I was gonna change it in OBS to only show my picture of my furry Abby until you're ready.
No worries. Oh, you made that tiny. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I optimized the shit out that thing.
You did. All right.
Like with
So what I
everything
need
I
to
did
do.
to it, I've gotten a lot better at doing this whole modeling shit.
Yeah, no worries. What audio do you want for it when you have it in your hand?
Just a simple audio. I kind of made it based off the Berserk Dragon Slayer.
Hmm. I'm trying to think of a funny sound. I'm gonna find something funny.
Yeah.
How about this?
Playback on other websites has been disabled by the video owner. The fuck.
So it's not gonna let you stream it, but you could listen to it real fast.
Right?
Yeah, hey, you'll be able to stream it once it's on your Abby.
That's a cute little sound.
Yeah, it's gonna. I figured it'd be fitting because your Abby's a Mayu.
It's a very cute sound. I am
I
streaming.
just
I'm
I
at.
looked up I looked up champion meow because I was trying to just find the most intense meow that I can. I'm like, that works.
I'm going to because I'm streaming not just my audio or like my headset audio. Nothing. I'm streaming my desktop audio, so they should be able to hear
You're
the
fine.
meowing.
Oh no, I paused your stream for me and everything because it'll get to me if I'm listening to two audios at the same time,
Yeah, you're not
especially with my
fine.
own voice. That'll be a little bit triggering to me, and it also is extremely distracting. So I want to listen to what I'm saying because I'm drawn into the sound of people talking. So I feel like I'm interrupting myself almost, and so I stop talking, and then I start talking, and then interrupt myself, and then stop talking again. So it's like kind of sucks.
Now I get where you're coming from. I was just trying to see it does come through, so like whoever's watching will hear what the sound effects will be.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, no, we'll get it. I'm waiting to be able to pull the audio real fast.
Oh,
That one may not work. Might have to find another one.
I got you. I got you.
I got it. Never mind. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show.
I was trying to mess with like my tags and stuff, but I can't see where my side menu to mess with that anymore, and it's kind of bothering me.
Yeah. Okay. Why is it doing it like that? It's only streaming. Why is it only streaming the SDK, not the whole thing?
So anybody who sees my thing is gonna have. I mean, I'm gonna keep most of these on there no matter what by default anyway, because it's just my personality is by nature not the most PG-13. So we're stuck
Yes.
with the Beat It Squad or something like that. The violent or graphic depictions, sexual themes, significant profanity or vulgarity. We're just that's just my stream right now, even though it matches nothing I'm doing right now.
So, do I have the audio downloaded? I got the audio.
Beat my meat. Yeah, that's one of the tags.
That's fucking funny. I'm surprised nobody's watching.
I mean, I don't think people come on to here to try and watch people just joiking it.
You would be surprised.
But we got furry, vulgar, beat my meat, English, and it did not update my section I'm in. What the hell? Refresh. There we go. Although it says my bitrate is really high. Why? Stop. I mean, it's not great. I mean, it's at 6179. It's not horrible.
Yeah, that's fair. My stream's probably going to be absolutely like garbage, to be honest.
I mean, it doesn't help because I got a game running in the background. I got Steam in the background. I got about 3 or 4 pages in Twitch, and I got File Explorer alongside talking to you on Discord and recording and streaming at the same time. For a 5-year-old computer, it is a fucking beast doing all of this.
It wants me to put it in a Twitch category. I don't know what to put.
You can do art alongside with me, and we'll just go in together.
Yeah, it wants me to do like games and shit.
See, that's why I was putting it in a game development and stuff like that. Because, like I said, it is 3D modeling. You're going in there, you're going to put textures onto 3D modeling, then we're uploading it into a game. It's just VRC.
That's fair.
It's
Wait, no,
art.
I'm gonna change it.
I mean,
I'm gonna
it's.
change it to VR cat.
I thought about that too, but I wasn't sure if this was fitting for that category or not.
That's fair. This is a hard decision.
It is. It could be a
Mine would
numeral
be,
thing.
yeah, we would be video game development.
I mean, I'll put it in art for now, and I'm just gonna leave it there and let it do its thing. Although it is putting me back in game development, so I might end up there anyway. I don't know if it's because somebody's watching it and they move it for me into the channel they think it needs to be in, or what's going on. I mean, the only person that could do that would be like a Twitch mod, like a direct Twitch mod, right?
That's a good question.
I don't know. I don't know Twitch well enough. I need to get with my roommate and have her actually go through my Twitch and help me get everything like put together.
That's fair. So what we're gonna do is go like that and go like this. And so I should have mine live. I'm gonna screen share for you.
Hell yeah. Hello, random person that joined. We're getting things set up on the other side of things. We're getting it into Unity to do painting and stuff like that. I just got done making the 3D model itself. So once he gets his stuff launched up, oh, there it is. So now we can get it full screened right
You're gonna open up
here.
a new, select a file, downloads.
I didn't mean
Open.
to do that. Can we... Hello?
Okay. All right.
All right.
So do you have a color scheme for this, by chance?
Not per se. I was I
Okay.
like my darker colors, of course, but my contrasting colors that I like are typically with white, yellow, red, and black. With white and yellow being contours or like defining features.
So this, I am trying to figure out what I'm painting right now.
Right now, the only thing I can see is the Mayu myself, my
There it
actual
is.
Avi.
It should be, oh wait, no, I'm streaming for you. That I need to be streaming my screen. There you go.
Yeah.
So here, what I'm probably gonna do, because the way I'm gonna do this, okay. So I imagine that this little diamond is going to be like, this entire sheet is just that diamond.
Something like
So what I'm
that.
gonna do,
That could work.
what color do you want the diamond to be?
Uh, I
I'm
like
gonna put Poyomi on it too.
I like the bloody blood diamond. I forgot what it was called though. I can't think of it. It's a deep, deep
I need
red.
to do,
Not very bright,
so what I
very
need to
dark.
do, I'll adjust it to be dark. But I need it to be like that kind of red, so then I can color adjust in. I will color adjust in Unity, basically.
Got you. Basically, you're just throwing it on there for now.
Yeah. So right now I'm trying to map out like what am I gonna do? What I'm gonna do in um inside of Unity. So now I can make this darker because now I know what it looks like. So what I can do is lower this number to nice dark red,
There we go.
about right here, a little bit brighter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add an emission layer, and then I'm also going to make your blade metallic.
Nice.
So this will be a nice, you want silver?
I couldn't figure out how to do this in the shapelab. I was gonna wrap it in like a cloth wrap, like a white bandage or something around it, but I couldn't do it inside Blender. So I guess like any kind of leather pommel or handle would work in this situation. Or it could be an extension of the blade, so whatever color the blade is, and it could be like a drawn out piece of metal that came through the cross guard.
Yeah, if you wanted it to, I don't know enough about Substance Painter to set up the way you're asking?
Essentially, it'd just be either match the blade color that you're gonna do in the next few seconds, or make it a brownish color like a leather or something. I'm not
All
expecting
right.
you to
What I
actually
can
put the extra details on it, because if I couldn't do it inside the modeling program I was in, I wasn't expecting you to just do it yourself.
Hey, you never know. I pulled some crazy stuff out.
I mean, if
I
you
mean, you've seen what I do by accident.
right, I mean, if you can like
Uh,
throw a texture on, like a grain texture, that might let you get a
oh
texture
yeah,
onto
no, I
the
can I can get a nice normal map on there.
yeah.
We'll go and find some normal maps on Google.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that's a normal map. So the normal map is what makes it look like it have a texture. And then I fuck around with the noise and things like that that are the settings in it that allow me to show how much in depth it is. And basically I'll play around with it and have the slider like move and I can see the slight nuancy difference. And you won't be able to see it through the camera, but there is a slight visual difference you can see
I
when you're
imagine
actually playing around with it.
I imagine when you're messing with the noise of most things, it kind of just takes some of the lining or like where the details of the features are for the texture and just kind of transitions them slowly around the object.
It makes them softer.
Also, how do you like that? I don't know what the hell you're looking at, but how do you like that? Oh, that's
Oh, the little
the
hand
cross
thing.
guard. Yeah, the cross
Okay,
guard.
so this, we're gonna make this a nice gold yellow, like a nice deep gold yellow. And then
Try
the blade,
try taking the
are you,
yellow a little bit and put it towards I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. But if you take that yellow and move it halfway towards the white, you can dilute it a little bit so it's not too matte and it kind of puts in that golden effect into it.
what I do in Unity is that's when I do my effects in Unity. This is all just putting color on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It
Every,
it, it makes the color lighter. It's
um,
harder. It's hard to explain, but it's like it dilutes the
so
color so it's not so deep.
you're talking about just making it fade a little bit like
Nah,
this?
if you go to the color itself and you see how you have it all the way to the right, if you take it like towards the center, you can dilute the color because it gets rid of some of the I can't think of the word off the top of my head.
Well, I can always go back and change that, but let me work with this so I can show you what I mean.
Okay.
Uh, what I'm planning on doing is I'm taking this, I'm going to make it, add it to the materials, and I'm going to add a matte cap, which is going to make it look metallic, and will make it a more fitting color. I
Okay.
have to change around the setting. Yeah, basically I'm putting in just basic colors in here, and then I adjust those in Unity. So it'll look different than it looks in here with Point Me and all the stuff that I'm going to add to it. I'm going to make it have a metallic sheen, so it'll look like it's metal, and it'll look like it's gold.
Okay.
Um, for what I would like to do, if you're okay with it, are you okay with if I make part of this? I'll show you. Are you okay if I make the little diamond area here blue?
I would be fine with that. I was thinking,
What?
seeing if we can make that a contrast into like a white or a different color anyway, because that's where the marker, that's going to be what becomes my mark on my 3D models now.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill these in. God, I imported this wrong. Give me a second. File new. This needs to be 4K, not 1K, and I need to import it again. Discard. That's okay.
Yeah, just basically put it back on there. This is just so you
Yeah,
can
pretty
see
much.
it better.
Yeah. Well, it makes also the textures a lot clearer. And then we'll take this, make it a nice brown. Which brown? There is no such thing as brown. It's actually just orange.
It's orange or a diluted red, depending on where you're trying to aim for with it. Yeah.
Here we go. Then we're gonna go down here and look at that pretty guy right there. And then this one, we're gonna add that gold that I was talking about. which you know how the gold comes out on my Nova Beasts on the for like the color and stuff like that.
My memory is really bad.
So any gold trim, I always make it of roughly the same gold thing because if you make it too light, then it's not gonna give the realism of gold. Which gold is like a darker yellow,
Yeah.
oddly. And then the metallic part is what makes it have the
Well,
metallic sheen is what makes it appear like it's lighter.
what I was saying was not necessarily to try and like make it a lighter yellow. When I was saying what I was saying, my goal was to like, it's hard, the contrast itself is what I was trying to like say. So like, cause exactly with what you're saying, gold is a darker color, but it's not like completely yellow either. It's got,
Like this, more like this then.
well, no, where you had it initially was good. Like I said, it's hard to explain because there's like 2 to 3 different ways you put in a color. When you add in more white, you're not just brightening the color. Since you got it so, because if you look at it, actually your whole your color scheme right there in the box where you got white in the top left, black in the top bottom left, straight yellow in
Yeah.
the top right. So what it's letting you do is multiple things all at once. You can mess with the
Yeah, I know.
contrast. You can mess with the I can't think of the word,
You
but
miss
it's
with the
how
hue, saturation, and
saturation.
fucking
That was the word I
I
was looking
forgot what
for.
the V word. Yeah, no. So you have hue, saturation, which hue is the specific color. Saturation is how strong the color, and then I forgot what the V means, but it's how light the color is, whether or not
And I
it's bright
think
yellow
that's
or uh,
well, usually I think like L for luminosity, but it might be like volume of the color. But I meant like
luminosity
saturation.
would be more towards. Yeah, that what you the luminosity is more towards emission.
Yeah, but what I was trying to
Would
explain
be
was saturation of the color because gold is not a fully saturated color. Gold is kind of like a partially saturated yellow with a dark color of yellow.
Yeah, but it's also hard to mimic it if you do much lighter. Being that the way the video game is gonna treat it. Right now, it looks one way here, and it's gonna look a little bit differently in Unity. And then when I do adjustments, you'll see it. You'll see a
Yeah.
difference.
I mean,
Yeah.
I trust you. I'm going to look through. I'm just asking like 20 questions because this is stuff I don't know. And I'm just, people who would
No
be
worries.
tuning in and watching it are also not going to know. So it's good questions we can all figure out.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this thing right on the specific part that I want to. That it's but also you're what you're seeing is it's going to be a little bit different than what I'm seeing because you're seeing it through like essentially like the filter of the of Discord, which Discord doesn't have exactly the best ratios.
Got you. Got you.
So what I need to go down here, and then I'm going to add this, add a black mask. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this and I'm going to make this a nice deep cobalt blue.
How do you like that cross guard section, by the way?
You did good. I like the way you did this. So we're going to fill this one, this one.
Yeah, I didn't even think about you trying to color it in or anything. So those polygons are probably not in the best position for you.
Oh no, they're fine. Basically, all I need to do is fill them in currently. They're a little bit small, but I can deal with that. That's fine. As long as I can touch it.
Yeah. Well, everything should be pretty well exposed.
Yeah. Yeah, even if your polygons aren't exactly perfect inside the shape you're filling in, as long as the outside shape that you want colored a specific thing is shaped the way you want, like you know how I'm filling them all in, you're not
Yeah.
going to see any of these lines in the game or in Unity at all.
Yeah.
This is all just imaginary stuff that's not really there. Basically, is the way the application treats it. So there's that.
That looks a little weird from the paw shape it was initially.
Yeah, that's the polygons you gave me though. Um,
Well, I think you
trying to
colored
let me.
in extra side pieces because the only parts. So if you're looking at, you see
Oh,
how
it's
it's
just
darker right here. You can see where the triangle pyramids are in each one. That little
yeah.
triangle
So
pyramid section.
this one, this one, and this one, and this one.
Well, the first one you messed up on is actually more to the left right there. So go to the very first one. So that's not the first one. If you go further left, because right there you colored that, and that wasn't an actual indentation. Because I don't know if you can go up
This
and
one.
down to see. Yeah, Because I don't know if you can bend up and down to see the indents, but there's indents that was made into the shape itself.
Getting all spun around here. Hold on.
But yeah, see,
Around the
that
world,
makes it
around the
very
world.
clear about how deep the inset is.
Yeah.
Was thinking it would be more noticeable, but I guess once you put like the matte color on it, it gets harder and harder to see. Because
Do you not want this bottom part filled in?
I don't mind that
Like
part
this?
so much. The biggest thing is like the two spikes that just come out randomly to the sides look a little weird for it. I feel like that part got overcolored. I can't really tell though because it's hard to see the indent.
Like that?
Yeah, because my goal with it was to make it more paw shaped.
Yeah, it's tricky with the way you put on the things. I mean, I can draw it on there, but you also have indentations for where you want stuff.
Yeah,
So it makes it, yeah, it's you can't really deviate from the indentations very easily.
I'm gonna have to think about that in the future whenever I make my models. If I'm gonna try and put this indent on there, how the polygons are gonna lay out on that indentation.
Exactly, and this side has weird polygons versus this side. Like,
So what I might do in the future, like I might even pull this back out at a later date to try and work it up. But I'll not indent it per se. I'll indent it, but I'll inlay with the an exposed piece a little bit to make it easier to color in the future. So it'll still be indented, but there will be a part that's built into the sword itself or into the object itself that is
yeah,
just the symbol itself. That's just enough poking out of the model that you can see it and you can color it easy.
yeah. It's more just where you want my color to lay. That's primarily where you want to line your polygons because it means less of actual like using a painting tool, and it's more
Mm-hmm.
accurate to where exactly where you want. Like, okay, so you know how I was like, oh, I imported it wrong. You can see the difference. So you see how this still has some pixelation, right? But
Yeah,
it's a whole lot less bad than before.
yeah. It basically made the pixels more refined. Is effectively
Yeah,
what it
it
did.
cleaned things up. Yeah. And then what I'm gonna do is this.
I think you missed
This
the
and this.
indent again.
No worries. I'm gonna rotate it as I go. I hit an extra one though. So you have two things you can paint on. You can paint on this side or you can paint on this side. And I can. It's easier to see stuff from from this perspective. And when you paint on this, right? If like let's say I wanted to highlight multiple areas on here, right? And want to do
Hmm.
that all at once. I can go here and go like that and everything's cool, right? And then it paints in a certain spot on the thing, wherever it did. I'm using the wrong button.
Which is
So it
really
painted
hard to tell because of
somewhere.
the way this object was made. Due to the way
Yeah.
this is laid out, it's not exactly the most clear cut.
Yeah. And so what I can do also, if I want it both sides, the reason why I tend to do my stuff like that, like big areas on this thing, because it's laid out versus here when I go like this.
You only get what you see, you don't get the whole thing.
No, it covers both
Oh, it
sides.
covered everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that's why with when I'm on here, I like to just click one at a time, and see your polygons on this side and the polygons on this side don't match up, which means I have to go through this one and try to flatten this out and try to make it nice and even.
Well, the reason they don't match up, I can actually explain exactly why that happened. Was whenever I do my mapping tool to basically make the item symmetrical, because if you notice, if you look away from the sword and you actually look at it on both sides look like damn near the same. And the reason
Yeah,
that is because the way I make it happen is I tell it to transform the other side based on what the side I worked on is. Now, the side I worked on is going to have more polygons than the side I didn't work on because it's going to optimize the other side for less polygons to just do what it needs to do.
yeah. That means that you're going to need to practice with adjusting the polygons manually in order to make it to where it adjusts for that.
And that's the
Also,
one bad.
also to make them look even, I did color in this lower one, and
Yeah.
then over here it makes it look perfectly even, and
Yeah.
looks kind of like the way you want. It also makes this look like an actual jewel, too. So now your blade, my blade.
Man, that couldn't be any more of a simpler map.
Yeah, this is super simple. Okay, so what color do you want your blade to be?
I
Do you want
like
it to be like a standard metallic color? Do you want it to have like a fancy color?
I
Because we
like
can
the
have some like glow effects and stuff like that that make it look cool.
I like the concept of like dark iron and a different color edge, but I didn't make a different material for the edge, so I don't know how you do
Um,
the edge other than
Give me
manually
a second.
paint.
I got you. Shit. Wait a second. I can paint the edge. Look at this.
Yeah, it
Watch.
should be
Okay.
fairly simple until you get to the tip. Once you get to the tip, I think that's where you're going to struggle. The
Hold my beer.
polygons on the tip went in a few different directions to get the edging that I needed it to have. So,
So I can mostly do this without painting at all. Um, so you like the idea of a darker blade. So we're gonna go to like a nice dark gray for like a darker steel.
yeah.
And what we could do for that is just make that like the main of the blade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck. That I did not mean to, mean to remove that part. So we're gonna do that. And so that's your dark steel, which when I put the metallic thing, it will lighten it up a bit. Um like the way you want this gold, once I put the metallic part on it, it'll lighten it up the way you want.
Yeah.
Um, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put another fill layer, put a black mask, which the black mask separates it to where you can choose where you want painted. So you see like, I want to paint this specific triangle black. Look, now it's black.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna do that. What color do you want your edge?
Uh, we got
Would
blue,
you
yellow, brown, and red. We could do a white
not all
or a
circle?
red.
Okay.
A very
Um, Do you want to make it look like it's an actual edge and that color separation there? Because if so, then we want it like a lighter gray, but not a light gray or a white.
just a lighter gray. I think would work.
Okay. So we're gonna stick with that, and then we're gonna click the fill layer here, like that, and then I'll adjust the color. I can change the color. I'm just putting it on right now,
Yeah.
so that there's enough on there so that I can tell the difference.
Which I'm glad you can, because my colorblind ass sure as hell can't. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
the polygons worked out a little bit towards the tip. If you don't color that center polygon at the tip, I think it would look all right.
Yeah, no, what would be cool is, okay, I got an idea for this. So I'm gonna remove that and remove that. I feel like you will like this idea. Just let me put it in, and then I'll make what colors can you see
I mean,
that
I
I
can
can
see
make
most
it?
colors fine. Where you'll end up having an issue with me being colorblind, is if the colors are too similar. Like on this dark side of this blade, what you're adding is just barely enough that if I stare at it hard enough, I can tell the difference. But on the
Okay.
light side, I can easily tell the difference because it's notably lighter.
Yeah, let me throw a stark contrast on here for you, and I'm just gonna throw it onto a random thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did is it made the polygons nice and even. I'm gonna make this isn't gonna be its final color, but in comparison,
Okay, I can see
that's your
so
blade.
much
That
easier.
looks super cool.
I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it back down to this matte gray color, which I will leave that on there like that. And so I think I need to color this side now.
This polygon's actually laid out on the tip a little better than I expected it to.
Made it pretty easy to color.
So I was halfway expecting
Like
that to kind of be hell.
I always tell Tree Fuzz that does, the person that does the majority of my modeling, I always tell him, please, for the love of God, make your polygons even. Make it to where I can paint it and I can. And it's not all wonky, and then I have to use because I'm using my mouse. I'm not using a tablet. If I had a tablet, I'd be able to do a lot better and more intricate stuff. But being that I'm only using my mouse, it is very hard to be exactly even where you need it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second. Also, do you want to see a cool little trick that you can see the colors very, very starkly, even if they're close in color?
Oh,
I'm going
yeah?
to switch it to the diffuse channel. Now, can you see
Oh,
it?
yeah, easy.
So yeah, when I'm painting stuff, sometimes dots will go on something else, and when it's a color like this, I have to go on the diffuse layer in order to see the difference. So now I can look at it all over and see where the difference in colors are. I can see where the edge is. But you see how that looks though? Do you like it like that, to where it looks like the edge and then your tip
Mm-hmm.
looks solid?
I like that.
All right. Okay. So what I need to do is now I'm going to need to switch to another application and file new general discard. What I'm going to do, delete this. I'm going to import. I know you can't see it, but I'm just do this so I can get it up to a point where I can show you actually me working on it.
Oh, no, you're fine.
What did you name it? The sword?
Dragon Slayer by Sority, essentially.
There we go. Here we go. Now I'm going to take this. This thing is going to be comically large when I put it into Unity.
It's kind of the point of it. My
Oh, you
biggest
just want it
worry,
as a great sword?
yeah, that's what the GS in the name stands for. It's Dragon Slayer Great Sword by Sority.
I got you.
My
Give me a quick second. I'm gonna see if I could pull up code from ChatGPT.
my only worry about it is that I didn't get the proportion of the handle right to fit a hand properly when it's upscaled. I made the handle, like, if you really look at it close, the handle seems small for the greatsword, but that's so it could sit in somebody's actual hand.
You know, this will be something that I implement later. I'm gonna put this.
That way I
Like,
could throw the sword around.
yeah. Well, no, I wanted to make an udon code that allows it to have weight.
Oh.
Yeah, and so I wanted to develop that so your sword will be not as easy to move around. Like even when you turn your controller over,
I
it'll have
can't
the weight effect,
I
hopefully.
can't anime style it like a katana despite it being a great
Yeah.
sword.
Well, we're gonna wait. Am I just sharing my screen? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know I was just sharing my screen. That's fine. If I knew that, then I wouldn't have had to go in there and do that. So now we're in.
Yeah, wasn't sure exactly what you were talking. I thought you were meant like we wouldn't see while you were doing the transition. I was like, yeah, that's fine. You're just sharing your screen, so once it pops up, it pops up.
This is gonna be fun. We're gonna add armature single bone. Now we're gonna take this and we're gonna move it to where it's just below the sword because I don't know weight painting. So we're gonna attempt to attach everything to this one bone.
Wouldn't it be better to put that towards the balance of the blade then, or where you would want the balance to be at?
No, because the armature just tells the thing that it's solid. If I can't put the armature in it, then I can always just attach to your avatar without the armature. But it's always good to have the armature in case you want to just use parent constraints instead.
Got you.
I prefer putting bones in there. Also, it's a good experience to show people. So what I did is I went into edit mode on the bone itself, and then I'm clicking this little gizmo up in the right corner that makes the blade see-through. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this, and there's this gizmo over here that allows me to move it up and down. So now I'm going to take this and make it go the entire length of the blade. So it makes the thing one thing.
Yeah,
Like makes the
essentially,
whole.
that point you just put in there is now officially the whole sword.
Yes. So essentially, I wanted to make it a solid object. There's no point in putting more than one bone because it's not going to bend.
Yeah, it's not like the whole sword's meant to be floppy or nothing like that. It's a rigid
Yeah.
item.
If need be, if this doesn't work, then I'm going to have to put in hella extra bones, like 4 or 5 possibly for each section of it to make it to where it attaches. Because it's going to want to, it's because what I'm going to be using is automatic weight painting. Now we're going to go to object mode. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to solid. And then click this, and then shift and click that.
Select
And we're going to
everything.
press. Yeah, so to select everything. And then and the thing is, okay, you want your armature selected first. You want that one as the bright orange one when you're doing this. Because if I do this, and then go like this, and I press Control
Your
P,
primary selected
it's
would
not
be
going to
the
show.
blade itself.
Yeah, so it's not showing with the basically I want to do weight paint, have automatic weight painting. So this doesn't show that. So it will always pop that up if you do not have the armature selected first, and you have to be in object mode when you do this. Because the way Blender works. So I'm going to press Control P. Now we have armature deform, which allows me to put the deform like it deforms with it. So we're going to click that. Let's pray to God that it was done right. So we're going to go like this, and then what I'm going to do is go like this. Perfect.
Cool.
It worked. So now this is the final FBX. Okay. This is our final FBX.
That might be like asking a little too soon, but since we're on armature, and I was thinking you attach based on the bones, would you be able to grip anywhere on the handle with just this one setup, or
no? That well, I mean, even if I didn't do a bone, you'd be able to do that with using what's it called? Using a component that is a contact. So you do a contact that would be triggered by a gesture, which would be you'd be utilizing a parameter driver.
Okay. Which essentially is just grip, a full grip.
Yeah. So basically, basically this is going to be like an on-off toggle that just sits in your hand, and you can turn it on and off. It'll be super simple.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to save this. I'm going to export it. That's an FBX. Because when you save it, it saves it as a .blend file. So you have to export it as anything that you don't want to be a .blend file. You have to save it, or you have to export it as that particular file.
Yeah, it's the exact same as for how shapelab works. You can save it as a shapelab, which I'll do that because I like to back up my files in case something corrupts or I lose something. Like if I lose the FBX, I still have my file. But in shapelab, you save it and it'll save it as a shapelab specific file. But if you want to use it, and like I gave it to you, I give you the exported FBX version.
Yes. And it's odd. They have two separate like export styles. Like you can export it as two different styles. So what I do here is I go to assets, and I want it in the assets thing. We'll find out whether or not I can put it on both PC and Quest. It should be. It's so fucking tiny.
Yeah, I
don't.
I tried snuffing that thing like a motherfucker.
So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to utilize VRC Fury. So instead of struggling with doing the toggles and stuff like that, I'm going to do it the lazy way.
I think you drug my FBX on there instead of yours, or the ones you made.
Oh, I think I did. That's easy enough. Poof, magic, gone.
Well, I wanted to let you know so that way you weren't like caught off guard with it.
Yeah.
There you are.
There we go. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go File, Export Textures. All of these will go into a location that I want it to. I'm going to create a new folder called whatever I want it to be. There you go.
You damn dirty liar. I can argue against anything I want to argue against. Fuck you.
I mean, you could argue against it, but it's saved in my computer. There ain't shit you can do about it.
I mean, it didn't say that I couldn't say nothing about it though. You said I couldn't argue, and it's like I can argue all I want. I'm not gonna get nothing out of it.
You might get hugs. Yeah, you might get
Mm-hmm.
hugs.
Got you.
So what I'm gonna do is, because I want to make the edge do something a little bit different than the blade itself. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna simply delete this, and now I only have the edge for that. And for this part, I'm gonna go to where this is, and I'm gonna delete this part, which will allow me to export these. And I'm gonna I can get rid of default one. This is fine too. So now I'm gonna go to File, Export Textures, and I'm gonna instead of trying to like save it in the same file, because it would have the same file name. It's going to override the file
Yeah.
the files
Instead
that I
of
saved
letting it
already.
overwrite, you're putting it in another folder.
Yes, and I always name it emissions. This goes for both PC and Quest. You want to save your emissions in a separate folder and name it emissions, because ADHD go burr, you know. So now what we can do is we go to Google. Wood. Do you want leather wrap normal map, or do you want wood normal map?
Leather wrap would be better.
We'll see if they can provide it.
Looks like they get the images for the noise.
Yeah, these are the normal maps. Do you want this kind of leather?
What's the one
Um,
beside it?
this one?
Yeah, I like that one.
You want this one?
Yeah.
If it'll let me. If it does not, it may save it. Try to save it as a WMPL map or like a web page type one. And if it does, then I cannot use it because I can't. Yeah, see, I can't do this. Use this one.
You go back to the save as. You can't edit what it saves as at all.
No. See if I can go to the website. Oh, these are paid for ones. We can't use those.
Oh. Of course, this Google's showing you the paid for first.
And allowing you to download it.
You can
So
download almost
Pinterest.
any image you want.
That's terrible. Oh, that would be cool.
I think that would go good on, like, I would say save that and take it, because I might use that I might try to make an object that we can use that on later. Because that would
All
be a
right.
good gemstone type map as well. There's even a brick map. That would be, a lot of these are really
Yeah,
useful.
there's all sorts of stuff. Yeah, textures. These are what provide the texture to the thing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do. We're not finding any good like leather wrap ones at all. Like there's none that I can see. Normal map.
Yes, normal.
All right. So that wouldn't be a good one if it's not a paid for one. Oh, it's paid for.
Well, these are royalty free, aren't they?
These ones are not royalty free. They're buy now. It's
Right
paid
at the
for.
top, your filter is based on royalty free, though.
But you have to pay for it. It says buy now.
What the hell? Why would that
There's
be in a royalty free section?
Ooh, this one would be good. It wants me to sign in. How dare you? I got like a million emails.
Shutterstock. Oh.
You motherfucker.
It said nope. Damn, it's expensive for a map too.
I am not paying this much money.
Yeah.
An annual build subscription, 10 downloads per month.
What the hell? So it's technically
It's
free if you
It's
get.
royalty. Yes, if you want to use their service, you have to pay for their service, not for the images.
So yes, the images are free. Their service is not. That is
Yeah,
such a
exactly.
bullshit way to get around that.
Is
That's sketchy. That's really sketchy.
like that. I don't even like companies that do that. I'm like, I'm not even gonna throw any money at you because you feel like you have to do it all shady. You know,
Right?
it's like I will specifically avoid you to not use you.
Just be straight up about it. Is like if you want a subscription for stuff, that's fine, but don't put it in a royalty free area acting like, oh yeah, it's free, just to be like, no, it's not free. That's
Yeah,
not
make
that's
an
not right.
account. Pay for your fucking Jesus. Hmm. This one might be a good one.
I feel like
That
that
one
one's a
might. That
little
one will
bit too
require.
rough.
Yeah, that one. That
I
one looks
wouldn't
good.
mind that one.
It'll be WP. Yeah, we got one.
No JPEG.
Yeah.
I see a furry, a rainbow, a fire, a light.
I mean, I'm not. I'm a fluffy furry rainbow dumpster fire.
You're a furry.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot you're an anti-fur.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
100%. I hate furries. Fuck them fluffy bastards.
But they're so adorable.
Nah, fuck them fluffy bastards.
We're gonna go wood.
Literally, not figuratively.
Wood. Well, maybe I mean literally. Hey, you know what's funny is this file will forever be in your this file named as it is will forever be in your project.
God. What the fuck?
Come on, let me do the thing. Um,
File name's too long, so you're not allowed to use it.
I'm not able to see it. So I have the sort here. So it has material slots right here, or material slots. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna create material. I'm gonna duplicate this 4 times. Well, 3 times duplicate it. And then this is default 1. So this one will be here. I'm gonna name this default 1.
I guess I should name what my model pieces are in the future. That's something else I need to get better about doing. Like, hey, this is the handle. This is the sword. This is the crossguard.
Yes, that would help a lot. The Poyomi really did do a good number on it. So default 1, and then this is default 2, which will be this one, I believe. Default 3 is this part, which is actually your blade. Default 4 is the diamond, I believe.
Yeah, in the future I'm going
See,
to oh.
yeah, see, I can do, that's what I was meaning, is I can adjust it. Watch, let me play around with this a little bit. We'll get this to a metallic, and then we'll make this shiny.
All
Alright, you got
right.
your gold. But what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this to Poyomi soon. Which now we're gonna get some crazy fucking shit going on here. We have a ton of stuff. So what we're gonna do is colors and alpha. We're gonna keep that like that. The normal map is nothing there. The alpha map is nothing. Alpha cutoff, color adjust, nothing. What we're gonna need to go is go to shading, and shading, we're gonna turn this to realistic. It makes it have depth.
Yeah.
And so the met cap is the important part. We're gonna go find met caps. Go to Poyomi. Textures. Met caps. Here we go.
Oh, cool. And you got like a whole gold met cap right there too.
Mm-hmm. But because we already have a color in there, where we don't need to use the gold one.
Got you.
Yeah. And then this one is going to have a met cap. Trying to look for one that's a silvery color.
What about that fourth one on the very left, all the way down?
Hold on. It's not, it's trying to, why is it not showing the right color? There. It should be showing this correct color.
There we go. I decided to lay back.
Hold on 1 second.
That did not color right at all.
Yeah, it should be, the thing is, this should be that correct color.
Well, I think the default 4 was the blade, and default 1 is the pommel.
Yeah. Why is... I got this though. And then this one should be here. Which, why are you being like this? Yeah, I don't know why it's not acting correct. Like, because it's doing nothing.
That is weird.
Like, I shouldn't even have to adjust this color. This color should be... Try this. What the fuck? Yeah, it shouldn't be even acting in that manner at all. Oil me. Tune. Right. There it goes. That's what it's supposed to fucking do.
Why is the handle pink?
Because I switched the material.
Ah,
There
okay.
you go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the shading from flat to realistic. Bam. There we go. Now it's actually adjusting right. But why is it not showing the blue? Because it applied your thing, it should have your diamond shown. Yeah, it's not even showing it when it's. Why is it like being like this?
So I'm realizing we had a miscommunication on what the indent. The indent wasn't meant to be a diamond. It was meant to be like a paw print.
Well, you mean this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I called it a diamond. It's not a diamond. It's supposed to, regardless, it's supposed to have color right now, and it doesn't.
I mean, yes.
And it's and this doesn't make any sense at all because that should be colored because it was colored correctly in Substance Painter. It was extracted correctly
It's right there on
as
it.
is. You know what else is crazy?
Hmm.
There was something wrong with your UV map because the blade has the right color and has the right texture and was painted correctly in there. There's something wrong with your UV map. There was something wrong with the way your UV map went on because they're all painted correctly and the polygons were able to be filled the way that I normally do it. But this is a model issue, not a me issue. Let me.
I mean, shapelab. I don't even mess with UV maps or anything. I leave it all as the default and everything. So I don't know
You need to
what.
start learning how to. It's something with the UV map. It's got to be something with the UV map. Let me just delete this one more time. Right? What I'm gonna do, and that's gonna make your shit pink. I'm gonna create a material because the UV map is laid out to tell the thing like, hey, this is where the color goes.
And that's the thing. Shapelab doesn't even mess with that. So nothing like that should have been altered from whatever is considered norm.
Try this and see if this fixed it. It didn't.
Huh.
Yeah, there's something up. There's something wrong with your UV map. It'd be funny to put this on the avatar at this size.
Thing's fucking ginormous.
Here, just for comical sake, until you can get it fixed. beans. So what I need to do Nah. Just for comical sake, here you go. We'll put this on your PC version just for funny. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take and I'm going to do BRC parent constraint. And I will have constraint settings, sources, and will be armature hips, spine, chest. That is your left hand, upper arm left, lower arm left, hand. And we're going to put that in here, in this little fancy slot. We're going to take and we're going to add not the armature, but the bone itself in here. What we're going to do is going to click this fancy little button called activate and this little fancy little button and lock it. Which means that when I grab this and if I want to move it around, can't.
Okay.
So that's just the empty object. So that's basically the folder holding it. And so if I want to move this around, actually, it shouldn't move. Wait, nope, that one moves. The bone. One of these isn't supposed to move. There, see?
Alrighty.
Because I linked it to the bone, specifically. So what I need to do is I'm going to get rid of this one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create empty. We're going to call this audio source. We're going to call it audio source. And then when I do this is now I can take and put a little meow meow audio in here. And we can test and see if is it gonna let me play it? Are you gonna let me play it? Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this audio clip. And then we're gonna leave all of these settings as is. So basically the further somebody is away from you, from this audio source, which this audio source is actually gonna be about the middle of the blade. Gonna be what we're gonna see is we're gonna move this over here. I'm gonna click this little gizmo right here that shows me the gizmos. That shows me the size of it. So this will need to be adjusted for size, where it fits over the thing. So basically, anybody inside of this circle is gonna hear it.
Alrighty.
And it's gonna fade from there. So I want to make it as big as the blade, basically.
The big ass blade.
Yeah. I'm gonna make this. I need to get this thing to size up. Minimum distance. Oh, the minimum distance. That's minimum distance. So how close they need to be to hear it. So it'll be there, and then it'll be. I think we're gonna go with 10 meters as a good enough range for people to actually hear it, because 500 meters would be insane.
Yeah.
So anybody within 10 meters of you will hear your meow cat call thing there. So we're going to adjust this to where it's right here, right in the middle. This is also something that cannot ever be on Quest, because they did audio sources once and people were destroying each other's headsets.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, so the VR chat has learned we can't play nicely with nice things, so we're not allowed to have them.
Take away the nice things.
So now we should be able to test the sound of it. So what I need to do is I normally have my audios off for Unity. I'm gonna go to my settings. Unity. See, my audio is always off. And then we're going to go into play mode. And this is when we go into play mode, it should play the audio. Oh wait, I forgot to put the audio in there. Wait, no, I did. This should work as is. Come on, VRC Fury. Kinda suck. Now it's doing the next VRC. God damn it. I only need to be in play mode for a second.
VRC Fury is like, I don't care what you need. We need all of this extra stuff.
Exactly. This is why I don't like VRC Fury. With building regular toggles, you don't have this loading bar that has to go through a software thing to tell it what to put on the controller. Because this is how it builds it basically builds the be able to hear it. Should be able to hear it. I'm not hearing it. Oh. Hold on a second. Okay, it should be playing. What we're gonna do, so we're gonna do some testing here. What I need you to, it's not gonna have a toggle, so the first thing it's gonna do is it is going to be out when you turn into it, Sorty. So I need you to go into VR chat and test and see if the audio source does in fact work, because you will be within range of it.
Okay.
Um,
Give me a sec.
and VRC Fury be doing its thing.
Go into transitionary. Time to go boot up VR chat.
Good luck.
Yeah, because I got so much stuff running on my computer already. My computer's gonna blow up.
My computer is blowing up.
Play. Play. Go into here. Not filters. Close. Properties. Alright. Now we just wait for VR chat to load.
It said build failed. Check console. I'm on Windows.
I'm gonna swap my stream over to VR chat now.
I'll fix this.
Here we go. Why is that not showing VR chat? Okay, why is my thing not showing VR chat? There it goes.
Because it's a whore.
It just was not cooperating.
Yeah, so your sword is going to be obnoxiously big currently.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's uploading. It's about 71% currently.
Yeah, with everything
Check
I
and see
got
if
going
you
on,
wanna-
this is lagging the absolute fuck out of my shit.
Oh, I apparently have one viewer. That's cool. If they said anything, hi. It's not at all letting me view my chat at all. This sucks.
That's rough.
I know, because I would be saying hi and how's it going.
I've had steady had one viewer. I had a few hop in here and there, but by the time I noticed them, they left.
Yeah. I mean, like, it sucks because I like talking to people. It's nice. And anytime somebody joins and watches my stuff, it makes me smile. It's nice.
Alright, I'm in the Avi test world. I guess I need to reboot my Avi if I want it to work.
You'll know if it works. Trust me. There's gonna be something noticeable. You're gonna be in like furry hideout and just like fucking be like, look what I got.
Yeah, that is noticeable. It's also sideways in my hand. I'm just not slapping people with the edge. I'm bonking them.
It should be. Oh yeah, I need to rotate it, don't I? Make
It is
it
also
actually.
like, if you can make it also point a little forward compared to like, because if I hold my hand normally, it leans like right towards my head. So it needs to like
All right.
lean forward. But I can bonk
It
people with a
leans right.
sword now.
So what I need to do is I need to rotate it.
That is fucking huge. What
I
the
know it's so
fuck?
stupid. What I need to do is I need to deactivate this. Turn this like this. Click this off.
I guess it's not a toggleable either. It's on there. It's just what it
No,
is
it's
right
on
now.
there. It was literally just to test to see if the audio source works. Can you hear the audio?
Oh, I heard it when I first spawned in.
That's awesome. Is it on loop?
No.
Dang it. That sucks.
Although I would get very annoyed if I heard that constantly just for holding the sword. If I could have it happen, like if I did like a certain like trigger or something, or if I like hit somebody with it, I'd be okay. Because then it's like, I can
got
hear
you.
it when I want to.
I got you. I got you. I can make that.
I gotta say, it does look cool holding it in VR chat though.
I am going to make it a little bit smaller. There we go. It's still going to be ridiculously stupid big, but it's going to be not so big that it's overly bulky.
You know
That
how
makes sense.
big the avatar testing world you have? It goes up to
Yeah.
it goes up to 13 feet, and it still goes through the ceiling of this thing, and I'm not even holding
I
it the
know.
cross guard.
I know.
This thing is fucking ginormous.
It's I can tell you how many meters long it is. It's a good fucking wait.
It was at least 14, 15. No, it's more than that. It's probably like 20, 25.
It's like 13 meters long.
Oh, it's
when I just made
definitely.
it smaller.
Oh,
when I
wait,
made it
yeah,
smaller.
meters. Oh, yeah. I couldn't even tell you how many meters.
Yeah.
It goes well over 4 meters. That's like 14, 15. That's 13 and 8 inches on my metric. So it's probably like 25 feet long. It's the size of a skyscraper or 2 3-story building. You could live on my sword. I could probably chop like an entire skyscraper in half with it.
So what I'm going to add, object toggle.
Edge on it is fucking insanely sharp.
Yeah, you did good on that.
Like from a distance, it looks like it'd be a dull and blunted sword, but the moment it gets to your face, it is like, oh fuck, that's not dull at all. That thing will fucking chop firewood like there's no tomorrow.
The toggle name is going to be a reference.
Oh. Is it a reference to us, or is it a reference to Dragon Slayer itself? To
No,
Berserk?
it's a reference from it's a reference to the Good Barbarian, the episode My Blade. We need to watch that. Also, I'm gonna make this go a little bit like this.
I hate my plate. I'm playing with the
I
dice
heard
too
it.
much.
It's gonna be kind of melded in your hand just a little bit
Alrighty.
because it's so bulky. So because it is so bulky, I want to make it kind of look like it's in your hand because it's so fucking big that it's going to clip through your hand just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh shit, I unmuted
But
on here.
I did set the audio.
Wow.
I'm gonna find the audio source.
Hello, person. Welcome to the stream. We are doing minute work onto the sword itself. I guess I should transition like back into what you're doing.
Build and publish. We hitting it. Come on. So basically with it, it will have a toggle, and basically when you make the fist gesture, it'll make the audio sound.
Cool.
And I put it on loop. So as long as you hold your fist into a fist, it'll keep playing that sound over and over again. So if you want to annoy your friends with it and just sit there next to them, you can.
Of course, of course.
It'd be like, hey, fist. How long do you plan on streaming for?
Once we get this done and I got it pretty much situated, I was planning on shutting it down and chilling out. I don't know if I'm gonna be put back on schedule at midnight or if I'm gonna be put back on at 6 in the morning. I think it's gonna be at midnight, so I need to like see what number I am and get ready for all that. I gotta wash some clothes and shit too.
Yeah, I angled it and turned it flat to where you have the good knife edge where you want it. But you can also smack him if you backhand him. If you hold your hand out flat with the back of your hand, you can fucking twist it and backhand him because there's no weight.
Oh hell yeah!
And this one is a true great sword, and it's funnier because it should scale down with your avatar. So as you get smaller, it'll be big as fuck, and you can be like this little teeny tiny thing with this sword that's normal sized.
I got like the perfect thing for that. Hold on, look in Discord real quick. Emojis.
All right.
I get the perfect fucking thing for this.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Also, when you have your avatar, like, do you know how you like to keep your avatar about cat sized? It's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
You an adorable bean. I should get on VR chat and see it myself. I'm gonna stream your stream.
Stream the stream. Stream the stream and stream to do the stream on the streaming stream to stream the stream.
Shit. Never mind. I'm not gonna stream your stream because I didn't have it open. I closed it down.
Oh, shit. So you close it and I still have one viewer? Someone's nice enough to watch me. Hello, random.
I know. I still have a viewer. That's nice. Look at this. So it's ready to go.
Cool. I'm swapping back into it now.
Hey, look at my screen real fast.
Yeah.
You have contacts
On my
for
chest.
your boob. For your boobs. They're contacts specifically for your boobs. I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't either. Nobody's gotten that close to me touching that.
Hey, you know, I work on your Abby. I have to touch it.
Oh, something is wrong.
What happened?
So if you look at my stream,
I can't look at your stream.
well, let's say the sword is no longer in my hands at all.
It's a toggle.
Yeah, I know. I turned on the toggle, and it's still not in my hands at all.
Do you mind screen sharing real fast?
Yeah.
On Discord, because I don't have it.
Share screen. Capture. Can I do OBS and then do that?
There we go. I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to do something. I don't even need to look at it. I know what I did. Yep, I forgot to activate the fucking shit again. So it's not attached to you.
No, it's attached to me. It's attached to my head. It's like following everywhere I look. Yeah, I gotta stop that Discord stream. That was too much for my computer handle. 3 streams at once is a bit much for my PC, along with VR chat, a game, and multiple other shit.
No worries. I need to rotate this again. I know what happened. The constraint was wrong. I forgot to activate the constraint.
Got you.
Yeah, so I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're fine.
So what I need to redo is I need to definitely turn this
But
fucking
if someone calls my name and I don't like them, I could just look far right and decapitate anybody. Shing! Hey there, you doing okay?
need to rotate this a little bit. This. My blade.
My blade.
Have you seen that fucking thing?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just
Oh
copying.
my god, I'm gonna show you that when we're done the stream. We gotta watch that.
Wow.
What?
I have multiple boobs. I can't play with that. I'm too flat chested.
I got an idea. Okay, I'm gonna stop screen sharing. I'm gonna put a little surprise on your thing.
Oh. Blah, 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 blah.
Ah, I'll have to cut the audio for that to get you.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna put something really fucking funny. I'm gonna put the reference on there, and I'm gonna make it a gesture thing, and so you'll have to stumble upon it by making it with the sword in your hand with different gestures. But what I need to do is um, I'm gonna need to cut the section audio that I want from it first. So I'm gonna stream this. What had happened is I had put the parent constraint,
Yeah.
but I had not activated it. That's why it wasn't moving where it was supposed to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So this, not that. This will be and left. And then the sources are going to be this little guy, this bone right here. Okay. Lock. Lock. There we go. Now it's on there. And so now I can take this and I can try to move it around, but the blade itself is not going to move around. Okay. Try this one more time. My blade.
Did you take the audio file from that show to put it on there?
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cut just his speech. And then you can basically that'll be the right fist, and you'll hold it. And so basically, when you're holding the blade out, you'll just be able to walk up to your friends and just play the whole my blade speech coming from the blade itself.
Do not test my blade. I shall cut you with it. I got her than that 20.
My blade has a 100% chance of decapitating its foes.
My blade has a
blade.
100% chance of making you bleed.
Hey, my blade was forged in the mountains of I forgot what he said. By the great dwarves with autism, so you know it's good.
My blade was forged in the mountains of Schmoggenrog.
I'll show you that series. That series is so fucking stupid.
Only people who watch Viva La Dirt League would know what I just said.
Your blade might be a little far off to the right. I'm not entirely positive. I may need to rotate it one more time.
I mean, if it's ready, I'll check it real quick.
It's uploading 100%. I do like how I did the Poyomi in the hair, though. It's just like barely highlighting, so it's not like obnoxious.
It looks really good. Oh, the sword's no longer on the Abbey itself. It's hidden. It's stealth. You would never know. I am. Oh, server processing. What? I still got internet connection.
It's loading. No, it's loading. That's the new thing. That's the way it does. It's preloading your Abbey.
Oh,
it's supposed to make it easier for your headset.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's doing the heavy lifting for you.
I do say I don't like that the blade is in my left hand. It's not my dominant hand.
I'm sorry. I'll fix that, but not right now.
I found the meowing cat.
Yes. All right. So the fist gesture works. Cool. So it's only when you do the fist, right?
Yeah.
Good. Basically, when you do the fist, it'll restart the audio from the beginning. It doesn't like continuously play in the background. Your fist is a play button now.
I am fine with this.
But yeah,
I can live with
you
this
should be able
angle.
to.
I can live with this
Okay.
angle. If it was in my right hand, it'd be perfect. This angle would be perfect in my right hand.
Yeah, I will adjust that at another point if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not. I'm just letting you know, like, my honest opinions about it.
Yeah, no worries. I'll put it on your right hand or right hand. It's cool. But do you like this? The size is comically funny. Is comically large. It's great.
It's still
But
just
you
about
need
as
to.
big too. It's great.
Yeah, no, I lowered it by 0.2, so it's just slightly smaller. But at the full size, it was way too big for me to adjust your hand and make it look like ridiculous, but not so over ridiculous that it's not even comical anymore. It's just annoying.
I could have sworn I heard a different sound initially, and I'm trying to figure out what caused it.
There shouldn't be any other audios other than the one I put on there right now.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I thought I heard it. And maybe it's the lo-fi that they put in this world I was hearing. Because it sounded like
Probably.
the start of like a train track or something, like like the wheel rolling on something, and they would meow, and I'm like, wait, did I hit something else? So I was starting to mess with my fist.
But yeah, so you have your ridiculous large thing.
Yep. It's fucking ginormous.
I'll be continuously like updating that thing too. I'll be putting like random shit on there. Like what I would like to do, actually.
For Halloween, put extra bones in it to make it a floppy sword. Just hit people with a floppy sword. Ching.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on shading, make it realistic.
I gotta go find somebody and fuck with somebody real quick now.
Give me a quick second. I'm gonna add outlines. Make this go.
I gotta hit somebody with the big ass sword. Just go into a random and spawn the sword. Ching!
So I'm putting an outline. I'm gonna put an outline on it, and then what I'm gonna do is the Met cap. I got an idea. I'm gonna turn you to Wyoming tune. Burn you to.
Bwah, bwah. Hello? Boop, boop. Mayu's so cute. I do wanna. I do need to buy the Mayu avatar at some point, so that way I can modify the tail to make it fuzzy.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Maybe add some neck fluff too.
Yeah, your UV maps are fucked up.
See, I don't know
Sorry.
how that could even happen, considering the fact that I don't even mess with them.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It's not spreading the thing on there the way that it's supposed to. But you'll be happy to know your blade has a golden lining outline.
Cool. I mean, at least it
I just
works
put it
to
on.
that degree. I mean, I'm just happy that most of it works pretty solid, and it's not at least
Yeah, yeah,
like
losing a
completely
blade, you know
broken.
it's a blade.
I have
And you
to.
extracted the right file format too. You did good for not having like years of experience. You did good.
I will need to figure out these UV map things.
Start learning Blender. It's your best friend. It'll be your best friend.
I have started learning. It's just a slow
If
process.
you can use you might be able to use because yeah, I can import the FBXs into Blender. What you could do is use that 3D application for or the one you like for the modeling itself, and
That's
then use Blender for your 3D mapping or
that's
your
what I'm
UV.
planning with doing with the sword initially, was to model it, at least the bulk of it there, and then go to Blender to fix it up. I was just thinking it looked really good by the time I got done, so I was like, you know what, I'm happy with this. And now I know nope, I still got to go to Blender and figure some stuff out. But once I'm in there, I can also fix up the paw print that I embedded on the sword to make it look better and the polygons to actually fit right.
Yeah, yeah.
Manually creating and destroying polygons is a hard thing to do in any 3D application, though, because it likes to just put them where the PC thinks makes sense. Like, you can have some form
Yeah.
of manipulation in it, so long as you put the shape in a certain formation with the certain polygons in that formation. But past that, you have
And
no
short.
way to like actually really manipulate it other than increase the amount of polygons and then decrease, and hopefully they lay where you want them to lay.
Yeah, so Blender will be your friend there. You can choose exactly how many polygons you want and what shape they are.
E.
Oh, look, there's a little wolf spider hanging out on my floor.
Oh, the little friendo buddy,
Yeah,
little friendo pal.
yeah, he just running around. Like, I don't mind the spiders, and I don't mind leaving the spiders alone in my house because they deal with the things that I don't like, the bugs and shit like that. I don't want to have to
Mm-hmm.
deal with, you know?
I don't mind spiders to a degree. The issue is when they start laying egg sacs, you will have an infested house fast. But they don't tear up a house too terribly much. But getting a spider bite and it encourages more spiders to live there, that's kind of where the issue will come with those. I don't mind like one or two spiders running around. My main issue will end up coming by with the fucking roaches or fuck rats or anything like that. Once they are in your house, you got a big ass problem.
Yeah, exactly. A tarantula somehow one day managed to get in my house, and I put him outside, and he made his way back inside my house.
He's like house
I'm
comfy.
like, bro, yeah, outside. You're not house trained.
He's like, nah, see, nah, house comfy.
I'm gonna end my stream. Yeah.
Alright.
I just restart my stream.
Yeah, I just transferred back to my game.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, it should be updated with the Poyomi, though.
Alrighty, let me reload. Boop 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 boop. All right, there we go. Close my blade. Ah, I see the gold trimming that you mean. It's on the edge.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on the edge of the blade.
Nice, nice. I do
But I,
say,
I tried
it,
making it smaller because it's a little big, but you're not going to be able to see it all the way up if I have it any smaller. So it'll just fade out really bad.
nah, it's fine. I like this. I also like the fact that you can still see the indent, even though it's not colored. You can still see the indent pretty well in VR.
Yeah. I mean, even though it's not, even though the color didn't stick there, which is weird. It should have. It should have. Everything that Census Painter was doing should have transferred that over there, and the material should have worked correctly. I have no idea why it's complaining like they're bitching.
No idea.
I've been debating on what I want to eat. I had some rice and fucking rice and tomatoes. That was pretty good. Just a little bit of salt and pepper.
I'm gonna mute in Discord for a brief second, so that way I can talk in game, because one of my friends just got here.
Fuck, I forgot how
Yeah,
bad
no
I
worries.
lag every single time I fucking load this avatar. Oh!
By the way, I am streaming.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm gonna go through your server to find the stream thing.
Oh, there we go. Now
Wait
you
for
load
the
it.
stream again,
All right, you ready? You ready to
and then I can see how ridiculous this fucking thing is.
You ready to see what I'm about to show you?
Hold up, you're streaming, right?
Yeah.
Hold up, let me pull up the stream right now. I want to see what this looks like. I don't know what it does. Hold up. Twitch. How do I mute this shit?
Oh, you wanted to fuck with me too.
Oh fuck, it makes you drunk. Oh shit.
But how do you like my new sword?
Hell yeah. Oh, hold up.
It meows at you.
Fucking wild.
I was thinking about running it into a public and just pulling it out on somebody and be like, motherfucker, say that again.
Oh.
But if my memory serves me right, it's only on the PC side, so only you could really look at it. It's a cool little Abby. Because I now have giant sword. I can head pat you with giant sword. How does it look, by the way? Does it look like it was made out of Play-Doh?
Yeah.
I think I win. I think I have the reach. I think I have, by far the reach on you. Boop, boop, smack. You know, I'll get behind you. You can't do nothing then. Why can you fly it through your body? What the fuck?
Oh, no, not this same bullshit again. I don't want to go through this crap again. God damn it.
You went through a saber gun sword. You hit the ground.
Hold on, no, come here. Here, take a look at this. Take a look through the scope.
Oh, nice.
And then if you also take a look down the barrel, obviously I'm not going to touch it, but if you take a look down the barrel of it, it actually is like, it's actually like modeled.
Only to a certain amount, it looks like.
Obviously only to a certain amount, but it's there.
Yeah, because it looks like it's just empty right here. They kind of made it like a shell, which makes sense. They didn't model the exhaust ports.
No, what the? What are you doing?
I'm immune.
My computer's dying with everything that I got going on right now.
Oh shit. I'm immune. I cannot die by your hands, you puny little cat. You missed again.
You know what? Fine, we'll play this game. We'll play this fucking game, bitch. You wanna play this fucking game? We'll play this fucking game.
Oh no, let me move away. Just run a little bit. Oh no.
Oh, hold up.
Let me know when you're free. I'm gonna be in call for a little bit. I will not leave the call, but I'm gonna be
see what
muted.
happens with this.
Alright. I thought you were gonna hop on with us, are you?
No, not right now. I wanted to show you some stuff after your stream.
Ah, okay. Whew. Boop, 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 boop.
You can hit that from a distance.
I've also
can.
got somebody that I'm supposed to hang out with after I'm done here.
Straight
that was
facts, yes you can.
Planned a while ago.
What the hell? Emotes? What? Hold up. Oh god, okay. Yep, straight up emotes, got it.
Alright, I'm gonna
Good
end
to
my
know.
stream here. I'm gonna
Fucking
call it a
heartbeats.
day.
Shut up.
Sword is made. It's on Avi. I'm happy. Bye bye.